This show is about looking at the policies and how these policies can help Black America. Do we need savings accounts for our Black children? Absolutely. Do we need some savings accounts and 401ks for ourselves? Absolutely. Do we need to get into a home? Absolutely. Do we need tax breaks on overtime and tips? Absolutely. So what the hell is the problem if we need all those things?
This is the Publisher's Desk with Damon K. Jones, brought to you by Black Westchester Magazine.
Peace and blessings, everybody. This is Damon K. Jones here, and welcome to another show of the Publisher's Desk. And I am Black Westchester Magazine publisher Damon K. Jones, and this episode is powered by blackwestchester.com. It's the news with the Black point of view. So check out blackwestchester.com. And tonight, I know I'm a little overdue, but we're going to talk about President Trump's State of the Union address and what does it mean for Black America. See, we have to stop reacting emotionally, and get out our feelings. See, because Trump didn't just give a State of the Union speech. He executed a political maneuver on Democrats. See, while Democrats were sitting on their hands, he was positioning himself as the economic and structural president, not just a culture war president. The question is not whether you like him. The question is whether he just outmaneuvered the Democratic Party and whether there are policies inside that maneuver that Black America should be paying attention to. Now, for those who watch all the liberal stuff, you're going to say, Brother Damon, you done lost your mind. There was nothing in his speech that had anything to do with Black America. And then I'll ask you, did you watch the speech? You said, no, I ain't watched the speech. So how do you know there was nothing in there for Black America if you didn't watch the speech that we could take advantage of if you didn't watch the speech? So I'm going to break it down for you right here in this show. I'm going to break it down. See, what Trump did in his speech was subtle. He didn't center his speech around personality. He centered it around structure. He forced Democrats into visible opposition on tax relief for working families and businesses, retirement matching, child investment accounts, limiting Wall Street from buying homes and starter homes, voter ID, and insider trading reform. He turned policy into optics. Every time a Democrat didn't clap, he made them look like they were opposing working families. That is political positioning, ladies and gentlemen. See, he reframed himself not as the chaos president, which everybody was saying, but as an order and structure president. And whether people like it or not, that's a strategic shift that he made last night. Now let's talk about the policies, which people, even Black people, are not even talking about, the policies that were inside that maneuver.
Great, big, beautiful bill. We gave you no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, and no tax on Social Security for our great seniors.
And these are the same policies that Democrats don't want Black America focusing on. Listen to what I'm saying. Not the culture wars, not the structure, policies.
Tax-free investment accounts for every American child. This is something that's so special and has taken off and gone through the roof. Millions will be pre-funded courtesy of the U.S. Treasury and private individuals like Michael and Susan Dell, who have donated $6.25 billion to fund the Trump accounts for 25 million Americans.
See, now Trump introduced tax advantage investments for children. And here's why that matters. Wealth is built through compound interest. Black America's wealth gap is not just about income, it's about delayed capital formation. If children have an investment account early and families contributed consistently, that's 18 years of compounding. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's 18 years of compound interest in an account. That's like a child's little 401k. So instead of spending 10 grand on a birthday party, you spend 5 grand and then put 5 grand into the account. And over 18 years, the child will have money. See, Democrats talk quietly about it. Trump introduced a capital mechanism. Now, here's the uncomfortable part. If Black America ignores it because of who proposed it, we lose leverage. See, policy tools are neutral, and uses determine outcomes. So when a child turns 18, 21, or 28, depending on how much money, and hopefully you invest the money, the child could be 21 years old and have enough down payment to get his house, if he's down south, to go to college. And let me explain something to you. Black folks, if Black women have more babies than white women, who gets the advantage of the Trump account?
Because the stock market has done so well, setting all those records, your 401ks are way up. Yet half of all of working Americans still do not have access to a retirement plan with matching contributions from an employer. To remedy this gross disparity, I'm announcing that next year my administration will give these oft-forgotten American workers, great people, the people that built our country, access to the same type of retirement plan offered to every federal worker. We will match your contribution with up to $1,000 each year. As we ensure that all Americans can profit from a rising stock market, let's also ensure that members of Congress cannot corruptly profit from using insider information.
The 401k expansion and retirement matching. Now, this is big for working Black people. Trump discussed expanding access to retirement plans, matching contributions for workers without employer plans. See, retirement matching is not flashy, but it's one of the most powerful middle-class wealth builders in American history. If Black workers gain access to matching contributions and actually use them consistently, that's structural wealth growth. Democrats rarely frame retirement as liberation. Democrats never frame retirement as liberation. But that night, Trump did. Now, y'all can get mad if you want to. I'm just telling you like it is. These are policies that Black Americans can take advantage of. And the third one is housing. Now, Trump talked about limiting large institutional investors from buying single-family homes.
The dream that has been under attack is home ownership. With us tonight is Rachel Wiggins, a mom of 2 from Houston. She placed bids on 20 homes and lost all of those bids to gigantic investment firms that bypassed inspection, paid all cash, and turned those houses into rentals, stealing away her American dream. She was devastated. Stories like this are why last month I signed executive order to ban large Wall Street investment firms from buying up in the thousands single-family homes.
That's not cultural war politics. That's structural wealth politics. Black home ownership trails significantly behind white home ownership. If corporate cash buyers are reduced and inventory opens up, brothers and sisters, that shifts the leverage towards individual buyers. Is it enough alone? Absolutely not. But it's a structural adjustment. See, Democrats, wherever you go, they just focus on rental subsidies and building rental homes. They're not focusing on putting black people in ownership. But that night in that speech, Trump positioned himself as the ownership president. That is a strategic contrast to what the Democrats are doing. Fourth, tax positioning. No tax on tips, no tax on overtime. That appeals to working class households. And politically, it forces Democrats into a corner. See, if they oppose it, they look like anti-worker. If they support it, they validate Trump's framing. See, that's political maneuvering. You can't continue to hate the man and then support his policies. Democrats are stuck in a corner when it comes to these policies for working class Americans and Black America.
Leading to a solution that will be even stronger than before. Congressional action will not be necessary. It's already time-tested and approved. And as time goes by, I believe the tariffs paid for by foreign countries will, like in the past, substantially replace the modern-day system of income tax, taking a great financial burden off the people that I love.
If federal income taxes were eliminated and replaced by tariffs, the first immediate effect will be this: higher take-home pay. Every working Black American who currently pays federal income tax will see more money in their paycheck. That is not theoretical, that's arithmetic. Now here's why that matters. Black households on an average have lower median wealth and lower asset ownership than white households. The larger percentage of income goes toward immediate consumption, rent, food, transportation, and utilities. So an increase in take-home pay could create breathing room where there currently isn't any. More take-home pay means more capacity to save, more capacity to invest, more capacity to start businesses, and more ability to pay down debt. For Black entrepreneurs, eliminating federal income tax could also mean stronger cash flow for Black businesses. Small businesses often operate on tight margins. Removing income tax burdens could free up capital for hiring, expansion, and reinvestment. Now, there is the other side. If tariffs replace income tax, imported goods become a little more expensive. Many consumer goods in Black communities, clothing, electronics, household items are imported. If prices rise significantly, some of that paycheck might just go to offset the goods. But here's the real question: which effect is larger? See, does increased take-home pay outweigh potential increases in consumer prices? There is also a structural angle. If tariffs incentivize domestic manufacturing and if production jobs expand in urban and southern regions where many Black Americans live, that could mean job growth in sectors that historically built the Black middle class: manufacturing, logistics, and trade. But that depends on execution, brothers and sisters. High tariffs without domestic production capacity simply increases prices. High tariffs combined with industrial expansion could shift economic power toward labor. For Black America, this is not about party loyalty. This is about economic positioning. No, none of this happens overnight. But what is the Democrats offering? But Democrats don't want Black people to own anything. They want us to be dependent. That's why if you look in a lot of these Black cities and Black communities, the only thing they're doing is building rental units. They're not building co-ops. They're not having ownership programs. So their police, fire, DPW can go into some of these homes as owners instead of renters. You don't have to take my word for it. Just look around. Look around in black communities. We are not being owners. They're not talking about ownership. These democratic socialist people, they're not talking about ownership. They're just talking about building more rental housing. So if you're paying $4,000 a month to rent, you could pay $4,000 a month to own. Now here's where it gets crazy. And the mainstream media and the black leadership they don't talk about it. That black Americans, the majority of black Americans support some form of voter ID, and they're not talking about it. Except the leadership frames it as being oppressive, Jim Crow 2.0, or black people don't have the common sense to have a birth certificate. Like we can't get a birth certificate. Like we don't have two forms of ID. See, now Trump framed it as integrity, but political, he knows something more important. If black voters don't overwhelmingly oppose ID, Democrats lose the moral high ground on the issue. See, that's not accidental. That's just positioning. He outplayed the Democrats that night. Now, notice what Trump did. He layered it perfectly. He said child investment accounts, retirement expansion, housing reform, tax relief, insider trading reform. He forced the Democrats to sit visibly opposed or silent. He made them appear against wealth building, working class relief, anti-corruption, election integrity. Whether that perception is fair or not, it's irrelevant. Perception is political capital, ladies and gentlemen, and Trump understands political capital. Now, here's the part that matters. What Black America should actually do from the information that came out of this State of the Union. This ain't about endorsing Trump. I know some of y'all people, crazy people, if you disagree with the Democratic Party or the policies of the Democratic Party or the direction of the Democratic Party, they say you MAGA or supporting Trump. Make no mistake, I am 1,000%, 10 toes down for the upliftment for Black America. And I am so committed to it, I am willing to call out any political party, especially one that Black people give 90% to their vote to. Y'all guys need to be held accountable as well. If there are structural openings inside a policy, listen to what I'm saying. Capital formation tools, retirement expansion, housing leverage, Black America should evaluate them coldly and logically. I'm not saying take them for granted, but they should be evaluated, not emotionally, not tribally, not reactively. See, if these accounts exist, use them strategically. If retirement matching expands, maximize it. If housing inventory shifts, position for ownership. Politics is about leverage, brothers and sisters. It's not about no damn loyalty to a political party. And right now, you ain't got no leverage on nothing. Nothing. You give 90% of the vote and you get 90% of nothing. Whether you like it or not, it's the truth. So this speech tonight and this show today, this show ain't about supporting Trump. This show is about looking at the policies and how these policies can help Black America. Do we need savings accounts for our black children? Absolutely. Do we need some savings accounts and 401ks for ourselves? Absolutely. Do we need to get into a home? Absolutely. Do we need tax breaks on overtime and tips? Absolutely. So what the hell is the problem? And we need all those things. Oh, it's coming from Trump. This is where we at today in black politics. This speech is not about messaging. Maneuvered, and he maneuvered it. And we were told, brothers and sisters, not to watch it. You know why they didn't want you to watch it? Because they didn't want you to know about these programs. And why aren't black pastors or black organizations promoting the Trump accounts for newborn babies, newborn black babies? Why aren't they doing that? That's crazy. That they can start an account for their child and have their child ahead of the game. See, we work against ourselves. We work against ourselves. We have to ask ourselves, brothers and sisters, when we support any policy from the Democrats or the Republicans, does it increase black ownership? Does it strengthen black balance sheets? Does it reduce vulnerability? Does it expand independence? Does it protect our community? Does it increase and protect the black family? If it's yes, you leverage it. If it's no, you oppose it, no matter what party it comes from. But what we must do as black America is never react without analyzing. Power is built through structure, not symbolism, black people. And the side that controls that structure controls the future. So thank you for watching. I want y'all to research these policies and see if it works for you. See if it works for the black community and tell me what you think. This is one side or another. We're trying to get black America to grow. And some people say, well, why are you just worrying about black America? I said, because I'm a black man. Like what? Like that doesn't make any sense. You don't ask an Asian American that. You don't ask an Italian American that. You don't ask an Irish American that. You don't ask a Chinese American that. So why would you ask a black American, why are you worried about black America? Yes, I do worry. You don't even ask a Jewish American that. So why is always a black American, you want to ask, well, why are you worried? We all American. Yeah, we get that, but we also know under that all American umbrella, there's Jewish, Asian, Irish, Italian, Chinese, Hispanic, Latino, all that is under that umbrella. It's all under that umbrella. So let's talk about these policies and see and examine them. And y'all let me know what you think. Even if you think it's bull crap, you can let me know. Because we have to create these conversations if nobody else is having these type of conversations. We have to have them. We need to have them among ourselves because there's a lot of paid influencers and black leaders and black politicians that are paid by corporations and rich people for us to not have these conversations because they want us to keep us like a crackhead, addicted to the BS that they're selling us so we could be dependent on them instead of being owners and having businesses and employing our little black children, our little black boys and girls, and making sure our community is a safe place to live. And we have strong families. Some of them that look like us, that claim they represent us, they don't want that for us. Do not get it twisted. And once again, I thank you for watching. Please go to blackwestchester.com. It's the news with the Black point of view, and check out the articles that we have up there. And check us out every Sunday live with the Sunday Rundown with myself, AJ Woodson, and Larnez Kinsey. So check us out. And as always, I thank you, man. I thank people for watching. I am appreciative of it. But as always, stay safe, stay blessed, and stay blacktastic. Peace out.
If you're serious about political clarity and independent thinking, this is for you. The Political Thought Bundle includes 3 full books, all personally singling. Democrats and Republicans, the ultimate gangbangers, breaks down how the two-party system operates like a legalized street war for power. Emotional Politics, Logical Failure exposes how emotion has replaced strategy in Black political engagement. Tolerance is for Cowards lays out a blueprint for extended policing and community-led public safety rooted in outcomes rather than slogans. 3 signed books. One bundle $60. That's a $75 value. And you're getting signed copies included. This isn't left versus right. It's results versus rhetoric. Go to twosteppublishing.com and secure your signed Political Thought Bundle today. It's going to be Blacktastic. Black Westchester Magazine presents People Before Politics, the Sunday Rundown, every Sunday at 6 p.m. on YouTube. Join Damon K. Jones, AJ Woodson, and Larnez Kinsey as they break down the biggest stories in politics, culture, and community from a Black point of view. No spin, no party loyalty, just logic, accountability, and outcomes. If it impacts Black America, we're talking about it. Tap in, subscribe, set your reminder. This Sunday at 6 p.m. is going to be Blacktastic. Found this video informative? Don't forget to like and share it with others who need to hear the truth. And for exclusive content and behind-the-scenes access, join the Black Westchester Magazine YouTube membership club today. Your support helps us keep independent Black media strong. Support independent Black media with style. Rock Black. Thank you to everyone who supported us through Super Chat. Your contributions keep independent media alive and thriving. We couldn't do it without you.
This is the Publisher's Desk with Damon K. Jones, brought to you by Black Westchester Magazine, where life, culture, community, and faith meet truth, power, and purpose.